Hi, everyone. Happy Saturday, and I'm super excited to do this interview today. It's been a couple weeks, and I haven't had a chance to do the CBD interviews, and I'm really excited to get a chance to do one today. So I'm so excited to be here. And most of you know me. I am Sherry Hetherington, and I'm a advising partner with Illuminent. I've been with Illuminent for almost 2 years, come I believe November. So it's getting there. It's getting close for my 2-year anniversary. So a little bit about me. I love educating. I love sharing our story with others and the benefits of using CBD in their daily life. So I want to introduce Mel Ann today. I'm super excited to have her and let her share a little bit about herself. So welcome.
Never fails. Cat has to be
Never
on.
fail. I love that wall. Like that is just, I want that.
Thank you.
The cat, I love it. So share a little bit about yourself, Mel Ann, and basically, why you use CBD, what's your favorite products, that sort of thing.
Okay. I'm Mel Ann. I am in Texas, and I'm a homeschool mom of 2 kids. So the question I get tired of right now is, "Are you ready for school to start?" And I'm like, "Well, it doesn't really matter. We go all year round." But let's see. CBD. I was having a lot of problems for like 5 years, a severe inflammation. I'm going to mute this because it's echoing back at me. Yeah, hang on just a minute. Sorry.
You're fine.
Learning.
I know it's a process learning.
All right, going to deal with the echo. But anyway, and doctors kept, telling me they thought it was in my head, and I got really tired of it. I'm like, it is not in my head. Or I tell them my symptoms, and they would automatically think, okay, it's thyroid, it's lupus. We're gonna run these screens. I'm like, you can run this test, but we've already been down this road. They're gonna come back negative. They had made up in their mind, and then when the tests come back, they're like, not that, and then they just dropped the ball. They didn't want to try to explore to find out what was causing the issues. And so I know I have Epstein-Barr virus. I have a reactivating strain. So I'm sure that is tied into it, because when that triggers, my inflammation flare-ups go through the roof.
Sure.
I was dealing with really severe pain in my right hip, and it was interfering with my sleep. And it was, I think I went 5 years, and I would wake up. I would hate when I wake up moving, because I knew as soon as I moved, I was going to have real intense pain in that right hip. And so a couple of years ago, a friend of mine encouraged me to explore CBD and research it. And so I did. I researched it. I'm in Texas, and the medical other stuff is it was real popular in the headlines right now. But that wasn't an avenue. I was in pain. I was desperate for anything. So I looked at the CBD before, I packed up my bags and moved to Colorado. And
a lot of people do. A lot of people have done that in the past when CBD, they couldn't get it, or it wasn't as, big as it is now, or how big it's actually getting. So, yeah.
And that's also where the Colorado is. So they're in Colorado. But so anyway, I tried several products, and some I got some relief, not a lot. A lot of products were just might as well have been water. And I was like, okay, now I understand why people think this is snake oil, but why do some people, think that it's not? And I wasn't ready to give up on it yet. And I was following someone that was talking about CBD she was doing lives all the time. She's every day. And she was doing some things that just fascinated with me. And I was like, man, I wish when I was younger, I would have done that. And so finally I sent her a message and said, all right, you got to tell me about your CBD, because obviously you've got one that works. And so she told me about Illuminent. And I was really skeptical because it's MLM, and I just don't have really good, I had not had good experiences with the MLM companies. I like to have something where I can walk in a store and buy it off the shelf and not have to go through and order and wait, or Amazon Prime. And so I thought, well, I'll go ahead and try. So I started out with I'd done enough research to know I wanted full spectrum.
Right.
Nature of I don't ever, cannabinoids, or however you pronounce that word, they enhance each other. So you want more than one to enhance. So I knew I wanted the full spectrum so I would get a better benefit. So I started with 1,000 milligram spectrum sample, did a challenge. And on the first morning after I started it, I woke up for the first time in about 5 years without having any pain.
That is amazing. That is awesome.
I was blown away. So, and then I noticed other things. I had recently, I was still dealing with the loss of my brother. And so I had severe grief going on. I'm severe ADHD. And when that goes unchecked, that goes into anxiety and social issues. So I had a lot of things going on. And what I learned is that CBD helped all of them. I mean, if I'd been taking medications for all that, it could have easily replaced about 6 medications. So I was like, no wonder, FDA doesn't like this stuff. So
I know.
business, puts them out of business. So not out of business, but they don't get as much money. So
there you go.
So I was like, and when I first ordered it, I was like, okay, but I'm never going to be a partner. I don't want to be MLM. And of course, as soon as I realized I was going to be buying this stuff all the time, I signed up to be a partner, and just so make it a little bit easier on me. And of course, I knew I was going to be talking about it to everybody. And so I'd wanted, I thought I might as well get a affiliate or something kickback for people I refer. So I just did it. I just signed up as a partner, and I love it. I love it. I've tried several other products. This is the tincture that I try. I use sweet cocoa.
Oh, that's a good one. And, I love that one.
I love that one.
I do.
It's like chocolate. So I get my chocolate dose, if I crave chocolate, this is like the best way to get it. So I take tincture every morning and every night. And if anybody's looking at starting one, I would start with the highest milligram that you can afford, because you can build it up in your system quicker. And once you get it built up in your system and you need to just drop it down, you can drop it down for maintenance. But this is the 1,500 milligram. So I like it, but I have severe inflammation. If you just want to do it just to feel healthier, clear some fog, you could probably drop down to 1,000 or 500 milligram. What I really love is I use this with ashwagandha. I take my ashwagandha, and then I do the tincture, and I keep it under my tongue while I'm preparing my meal, because I take my ashwagandha before I eat. And so with the ashwagandha, it works as an adaptogen, and it actually enhances the effects of the tincture. And so it helps me deal with flare-ups. It helps me focus more. It gives me a sense of calm, but it's not a downer calm. A lot of when you get anti-anxiety medication or antidepressants or whatever, it kind of brings you down and kind of a numb. There's a fog with it, and there's no fog. It clears the fog. It clears the anxiety. It's like a clean. I don't know. It's like
it's just like I've asked my daughter this, like my anxiety isn't as high as hers. Mine is more of a focus sort of thing. Mm-hmm. But Amber also uses 1,500 milligrams, and it's more uplifting for her. And I asked her one time, because she uses also full spectrum vapes that we offer as well. And it's just a literal calm. It's just like she said, you can focus more with, being more calm, but it's not so relaxing to where, yes, we do have certain strains that relax you so good that you want to go to bed, but that's in the full spectrum vape. But our tinctures are not like that. It's just a really calming. It's not like a light switch. You just realize you're just more calm and more focused. But it's absolutely amazing. And I do agree with what you said. You can go with a higher strain. I tend to try to stay around 1,000 to 1,500 milligrams because you can adjust up and down. It's more cost effective if you're using a higher milligram because you can use less and it'll last you longer. And if you need to microdose, you have room to do that as well. So I absolutely do try to start about 1,500 milligrams. So you mentioned with us being an MLM, and yes, we are a direct sale company, and that's definitely how I started as well. And it's been life-changing for me, but we are now offering a wholesale program for those retail brick and mortar stores that want a top shelf CBD product. We are absolutely different from a lot of CBD companies. Everything is done in-house. We manufacture in our own ISO 7 certified lab, and you have a personal touch. Like our CEO is creating today. He's headed into the lab today to create new products. So we try to stay a step ahead of other companies and that sort of thing. But now we have a wholesale program as well. So if you are a business owner and Mel Ann or myself, or reach out to us because there's an amazing wholesale program now available. Or you can also still do, just order straight from us. So all those products are available for us as well. So how long have you been with Illuminent, Mel Ann?
I'm trying to think of probably since December, maybe December, January, sometime yeah. I love it.
Yeah, I have to remember too. I keep thinking we're already in fall. I wish we were in fall. I'm tired of the hot weather.
I can too.
So what are like you said, what are some of the most important things customers should look for when they're choosing their CBD product? What do you feel Illuminent sets themselves apart from other companies?
What I love about Illuminent is the access to the home office. And they share with us. I mean, I love it because we get pictures of the crops. We're not reselling for other companies. We're not white label, is what it's called. I remember when I was looking at Illuminent, there was another company out of San Antonio here in Texas, and it was run by a couple of veterans, and they were doing CBD oil in it. And I had tried one thing I learned in all my research is you want those lab results. And I kept asking them for their lab results because it wasn't anywhere on their website, and they wouldn't give them to me. And so those lab results where they test to make sure the THC is, legal and that you've got a really good spread of the cannabinoids and the CBD and all that, that's real important. And they wouldn't give me important. Yeah, they wouldn't give me the results. So that's one of the reasons I'm Illuminent because my next order was between them and Illuminent. When they didn't give me the results and I could get the results right off the Illuminent website, I was like, okay, I'm going with them. So I think that's real important. The access to the home office has been really wonderful. It's like, I don't know, there's no wall there. It's like we get to contribute. We get to say, hey, let's create this product, and and they take it under advisement, and sure enough, a few months later, we're rolling out a new product. And so I really like it. And I love the support that we get from each other and learning and sharing with what we learn and helping each other help customers when we have questions. It's not just like going like where, my convenience store has a drive-through and they're selling CBD now. you know, or not, you know, I walked in that store several times, and there's always inevitably, I think like 4 times, somebody's been talking about at checkout the CBD oil, because that's where they keep it. And they'll say, oh, I want to try this because, you know, my mom had good results with it. And it's really a low grade CBD oil. And so I say, well, not all CBD oil is the same, but I know what I use is really, really good. I have really good results with it. And I said, you go ahead and try that. But here's my number, and text me. Don't call me. Text me. And I'll share it with you more, you know. And I had somebody this morning text me, you know.
I believe it.
I met you in the line, and this CBD is not doing what everybody says CBD is doing. And she said, I want to hear more, you know. And so it's not, I always tell people, try the products you want to, but just try Illuminent as well. And there is just a huge, like I said in my story, you know, I tried several products before I finally came to Illuminent. And when I found Illuminent, I knew I was home. Like I found it. I found what works for me. So.
And I was the same way when I started researching into CBD, trying to find a more natural way to help with the anxiety and depression. And it was, like I said, I came upon it on accident, and it just really, it was a light switch for us, because I couldn't believe this was almost 2 years ago. So this was, you know, now there are more CBD products out there. And I mean, the number one thing for anybody is that you should always, number one, full panel lab reports. And when I say full panel, this is telling you exactly what your CBD percentage is, other cannabinoids that are in there, CBN, CBG, those are all beneficial as well, and they're absolutely amazing. Your terpenes as well, yes. That can help, and, you know, THC. So yes, our full spectrum does have THC in it, and it is the legal amount, 0.3%, which is federally legal in all 50 states. So not everybody can use full spectrum. We understand that. We do have an isolate product that does not have any THC. So this is where your lab report comes in. You want to make sure also with the isolate that you don't have THC. So if you have a government job, or if you're a teacher, or any reason you have to be tested for THC, you want to make sure that that product does not have THC in it. And another thing is, you know, you want to make sure there's no pesticides. You want to make sure there's no heavy metal. Full panel lab reports is what you need to see. And they can be a little funky to read. And that's something that we also set apart, is that we help you. You know, when you purchase our product, we're going to follow up with you. We're going to make sure you're okay. We're also going to make sure if you need to make any changes, any adjustment in your dosage. That's a support you get, not just as a partner with Illuminent, but as a customer with us. We're going to take care of you from start all the way through your CBD journey, as well, as long as you're using our products. And that's what we're here for. And even if you're not using our products, I have helped people and they realized what they were missing, and now they do use our products. And it's been life-changing. Like, I have so many testimonies. I have people that I've teamed up with that have amazing testimonies. It's just been mind-blowing. But, you know, we'll give you the tips of what you need to look for in CBD. Make sure you're actually getting a CBD product. You want a CBD product that is only formulated for us. Like, nobody else has our formulation. We do all the manufacturing. We do everything right in-house in California. And we're also growing our own hemp. So we have hemp babies growing right now that'll soon be harvested soon, and that's really exciting. And that's from seed to drop. You'll know exactly where it comes from. So that's really exciting. So I don't know if you have anything else you want to share about your CBD journey. I'd love to hear it. But, you know, I love to hear what motivates you every day, what, you know, just in general, now that you're using CBD.
Well, the biggest thing about CBD that when I talk to people is that CBD is a great tool in a toolbox. It's like I mentioned the ashwagandha to enhance it. It is not a one thing cure all. I have
Right.
chiropractic care that helped everything. I was in a lot of pain for a lot of different reasons, and it fixed everything except for that deep hip pain. And that's where the CBD came in. CBD cannot put my spine back in alignment. So, which is good, important for your health. Drinking water, getting enough sleep, which CBD can help you with a lot of the time. So, it's real important to be in a toolbox, but it's a great start because it starts making you feel better and have a little bit more clear focus. And so you're going, okay, what else can I do? What simple shift? Water is a simple shift. Trying to get your sleep schedule is a simple shift. So, and my morning routine is what motivates me. Is when I can get up, that I read that 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. So if I can get up when my alarm goes off and not stay in bed, that right there is motivating. And if, when I'm in bed, hey, I've accomplished something today. Steps that perpetuate me forward rather than keep me held back, and making better choices. Celebrating about, hey, I chose water over soda right now. So that or tea over soda or whatever. That's their baby steps, and don't get overwhelmed with I've got to do this,
Right.
this, and this. Go with one thing. Go with one thing and start. My first hour of my morning is what motivates me for the day. Getting up, and then if I'm motivated, but right now in this Texas heat, I'm not really motivated to get out. Even first thing in the morning, it is already hot. But if I can get up and move, I've got stairs. Sometimes I go up and down stairs a lot, and then I spend 20 minutes reflecting, journaling, and then 20 minutes learning, reading a book or listening to a podcast. And if I can get that power hour in the first day or the first hour of the day, then I'm good to go. Now, sometimes I don't do that. And when I skip that, it sets off my whole day like askew. It's just not right. And sometimes I can just stop and go back and get my power hour in, at 2 p.m, and it can kind of restart my day. But the most motivating thing is just to get up and do it, and just set before my brain can really click in to try to convince me all the reasons why I shouldn't do that,
Right.
busy or whatever. If I can just get that first set of things done in the morning, then my day's set. So,
And that's important too. I'm actually, that's anxiety kicking in there when it tells you, to step out of that. But yes, I have certain things I have to do in the morning, and if something interrupts that, I totally get how that can just throw you for a whole loop and get you a little bent out of shape and trying to get back into that. But that's life.
uh-huh.
Things happen, and we have to learn how to adjust. And using CBD has actually helped. And even with Amber today, before she left, she goes, "You know where my vape is? My full spectrum vape?" And I was like, "Are you serious?" But I said, "Make sure you take your tincture before you go." And it's almost like still have to remind her, because I know how she can be if she doesn't use it. And it's just such a wonderful thing for her. And, if she's home, she might not take it as much, but when she leaves the home and goes and, let's say, plays pool or just around other people, she has to be using her CBD. So it does make a difference for her. And it is a tool. It is a tool. There are other things you have to do to help that process as well. But, yeah, this has been great. I love hearing your story and sharing your journey so far using CBD with Illuminent. Yeah, you mentioned with your inflammation and your pain. Have you tried the lotion yet?
No, I haven't tried the lotion yet.
You can't get it. It is awesome. It is awesome. I absolutely love it. Amber swiped it this morning, so it's way over there.
I do
So I
use
would
the
actually
CBD
show
pain
it.
roller. It helps. Like,
yes, the pain roller has always been my go-to. The pain roller is a lower mg, but it's still amazing. But this lotion has been tested for months before we actually got it, and it's amazing. It smells great. There's a rosemary in there smell it's really, really good. And I haven't seen anything but positive testimonies so far with the ones that have been using the lotion. So yeah, you should definitely try it out. And a little goes a long ways. So absolutely. So Mel Ann, I'm so excited that you joined me today. I know we've been trying to do this for a while. So I'm glad we actually I know. So I'm really glad we got to do it. And thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join me.
You're welcome. It's good to talk to you.
You too. Thank you.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.